I think this is the nicest thing a professor's ever done for me.
I
It's
gotta
gotta
wake
be
my
up
girlfriend
there.
up.
Good.
Have fun.
Huh?
Randy said he had to go wake his girlfriend up.
Classic.
You know it. What a stand-up guy.
Still trying to think of my weapon and a character name.
Now, you gotta come up with a character name pretty fast here.
I can come up with a placeholder. It's okay.
My name will be Tiberius.
Tiberius.
You got a last name Tiberius? You just
I sure don't.
I gotta think of my house name now.
Tim,
yes.
one of these days before we play the actual campaign, I need you to hop on a Zoom call. Oh no, that's what we're doing with Pat. We're just coming over, getting high, and brainstorming the fucking
Yeah.
brainstorming the backstory. Yeah, bet. We'll
Yeah.
just riff. We'll just riff for like an hour and fucking
Yeah, dude.
just write shit down.
Yeah. I mean, that's my the way that I see like you know, I want to be part of that, like those conversations, just because I want to be the rule. Like, I just want to be like the thing where it's like, hey, does this work in the world? Yep, cool. Like,
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm not letting you tell me shit though.
well, no, but I'm not letting you do anything that's gonna break the game, or I'm gonna make it so that it's not possible for it to
That's
break
fair.
it. Like,
I won't
'cause-
break the game.
Yeah, I
That's
know,
no fun.
I know. All right,
All
gonna
right.
push
I
it to
think
the
we're ready
limits,
to
though.
begin.
it looks like we're ready to begin. Well, let Marcus get set up here. Everybody's got snacks and stuff to drink and shit like
No,
that.
I'm just taking a picture. I have to wait until my meeting to have this.
Oh,
There are no snacks. I look.
oh God, this cold brew's gonna be strong
God,
as
I
hell.
gotta fucking
Gotta make
snacks
it
again.
look good, though.
The first Dungeons and Dragons episode of Community is much better than the second Dungeons and Dragons episode of Community.
I would agree with that consensus.
There's two.
Yeah, there's
Yep.
one in season 5.
Yep. And it's not really good.
I would
I
say
mean,
it's
it's-
great. It's just different, and
Yeah, it's
Here's the
not
thing.
as good.
Hang on. I don't know which one I remember.
you probably remember
I
the first one
remember-
with Fat Neil.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're just running
first one.
around naked.
Yeah.
That is the one I remember. That's an amazing one. That's why I was like, I hope the one I love is not the one you're shitting on.
I'm not shitting on it. I would never shit on anything that show came out with, except for season 4. But the first
Season
one's
f-
much better. When season 5 comes out, it's a completely different show. Season 5 and 6 is a completely different show.
Yeah. Well, so was season 1. Season 1 was kind of like very dramatic and a lot about like Jeff and Britta drama.
They were
And
fine.
then they were funny
finding themselves out.
sometimes. But then they figured it out.
Yeah, they were still like figuring stuff out in season 1.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like that's a lot of shows.
Yeah, you have to.
Not to their, it's to their no fault of their own.
A lot of good shows,
Yeah.
specifically. Yeah.
It's always like the first season is good enough, but it's not great.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, boys. Everybody here? We good to
Yeah.
go?
Did Randy get out of here? No, he's
Oh, Randy's still here.
Okay. He was on the
He's
other.
right
He was
there.
on the other screen
If you
on my
do
little thing.
gallery view instead of speaker view, you can see everybody.
Yeah, I know, but I have it.
Okay.
I have it minimized.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Sorry. Exposition rip. So
No, I
we're
like
gonna
it.
find our adventuring party in a bar on the outskirts of on the outskirts of the city of Draco. It is the capital of the Dragon Nation, and it's you guys are at your standard just tavern, and we see a pretty standard setup. You got a bunch of kobolds drinking in the corner. Um, a dragonborn couple is flirting, making eyes at the bar, and you have a group of human servants out for the night on their. They have the day off, so they're going out for a drink, going out to just hang out. And then you see this very tall, bright red bartender with a black. He's a dragonborn with black like tips of his that run along his back, kind of like a hedgehog almost. They're like black spiny needles that go down and connect to this draping black cloak and cape. And we turn around and we pan to the door, and in walks. Let's go with Marcus. What's your character name? What do you look like?
My name is Tiberius Michael.
Tiberius Michael. What do you look like?
I am an 8'2" dragonborn sorcerer. I'm blue.
Okay.
Double D, double die. What else am I supposed to say?
What are you wearing?
Just introduce yourself, man. Yeah.
What are you wearing?
Khakis. I guess I should look at it if I'm. Man, I didn't think about what I was wearing. I'm just wearing a blue robe. Let's go with that.
Cool.
Yeah.
So deep
Easy
satin
peasy.
blue robe. And yeah, you walk in, you gaze at the crowd around you. What do you do?
I take a seat.
Where? You got some booze to your left, tables throughout the room.
I want to look for someone beautiful. Is there anyone beautiful in this place?
There is this stunning yellow, like bright yellow with green accents, like emerald green accents. She's this dragonborn, and she has this very pronounced and slender face. And she looks up at you, and her eyes kind of go wide, and her nostrils flare. And she motions for you to come close.
And then I see the motion and I start walking towards her. And then I get halfway and I stop. And I go to the bar and grab a drink.
She looks so deflated. And she immediately picks up her drink and slams it, turns around and walks to the dragonborn couple at the bar and like puts her arms around them and starts to like schmooze them up. And as that starts to happen, the door swings open and in walks Rendy. Oh, he's chewing. In.
Yeah, no, we're good. I'm in. All right. So here I come in. Just a long day at work. I'm wearing some pretty light leather armor so I don't get fucking ripped apart by the animals. I got a couple like tools on me, but they're just like kind of animal rearing tools, my little whip. I don't really like to use it much. I am 3 feet tall, so the door is pretty fucking hard to open. I'm really struggling.
It's an iron dragon door. Like it's heavy. It's not light. It's not light.
Yeah.
Actually, go ahead and roll a strength check for me. So I want you to just roll a d20 and add your strength modifier to it.
All right. I rolled a 20. So
Oh, you rolled a nat 20.
Damn.
Okay,
You have no
thought
feathers.
you approach this door and you like size it up because you're a halfling living in a dragon society. You know how doors go, right? You've been here long enough. And you go to push this door open and it swings open, and the bartender sees you and he's about to pour Tiberius an ale, and he turns around from the bar and he drops the ale and just starts clapping. And the whole bar erupts in this humongous slow clap.
yeah. I take a couple steps in, do a little bow to everybody, and then go wander around. And I want to sit at the bar because like I like the high tops, but
Yeah.
I can't reach the stool.
You see
So-
the bartender kicks the bar, and a little folding like step stool comes up next to your bar stool that you
Yeah,
sit at. You know, it has
course.
your name on it, which is, by the way, what's the nameplate on the back of this bar stool?
Serpent.
Surfing. So Serpent, you saddle up to the bar, and Tiberius is sitting next to you, and you sit on this plush, like nice bar stool. Like the bartender clearly knows you, and you know Abar, and his name is Abar, and he says, Serpent, welcome back. The usual.
Yeah, of course, but make it double strong.
He goes, got it, quadruple strength, and he tosses you a flagon, and he says, same thing for you,
What up,
Tiberius.
anime? Welcome back.
Yeah, are you talking, Marcus? I can't hear you if you are.
Oh.
I said, I'm so sorry. I didn't hear you. That last part. What did he say?
He said, the usual for you as well.
I say no. Get me a cup of water, please.
You see, he takes a step back and he goes, got it, water, okay. Yeah, we have that somewhere. And he goes and he starts to walk behind the bar, and then in walks from the door that is currently off of its hinges. We see Pat walk in. We see Steve, the man.
Steve is
Walk
here,
in.
boys. So what am I?
So, Steve, what do you look like?
Oh, you know, I'm just your average everyday human. I've got brown hair. I've got green eyes. I'm 5'11". I really wish I was 6 foot, but it's genetics. What can you do about it?
6 foot on Tinder?
6 foot on Tinder.
We don't have Tinder here. We have Crocker.
Crocker.
Yeah, it's just called it's just a fire. It's just called fire.
It's very they're very direct here. The app is called Meet and Fuck.
Yeah. So you see this human walks in, and what do? Where do you go?
I go right up to the
in
bar.
front of you.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead. No, I was just gonna describe it a little bit, but you know what's going on.
Oh, I already know my way around here. Today was my day off. I got my quarter staff in hand. I got bitches in my sight, and I'm going up to the bar because I would like your finest piss beer.
You see, Abar comes back with a glass of weird, like, kind of gross-looking water, and he sets it down in front of Tiberius, and he's like, "This is the best we have. I definitely didn't kill anyone for this." And he turns to you, Steve, and he goes, "Steve, day off?"
My boy, it's so good to see you. I'm just here to celebrate my last day off before another hard day's work in the labor camp.
Yes, sir. What are you drinking?
I'll have your finest piss beer.
And you see, he goes, and he looks down and looks at it and goes, are you sure? That's...
Let me rephrase that a little bit. I'll have your nicest of your bottom shelf beers.
Got it. Totally my bad on that one. And he reaches under the counter and he puts a beer on the table. And then in walks Lucas. Lucas, what do we see as you approach the door?
So I'm a dragonborn, about 7 foot, with deep copper scales and like blood red scale mail on. I have sunglasses that I never take off, and some frosted scales at the top of my head.
Yes.
Yes, sir. And so you walk in, and Abar is making a whole bunch of noise, talking to Steve, and Tiberius and Serpent, and you see the Dragonborn thruple now at the bar is all like close and canoodly, and you still have the group of humans over in the corner, and you see this group of guys in front of you just partying it up. What do? You see Abar turns to Tiberius and he goes, Tiberius, I bet you that you can't finish that glass of water before Serpent finishes that cask of ale. And he rips the top of the ale open and starts to pour it onto you, Serpent. And killing it. Like, it's a perfect pour. Like you've never seen, like, he's like controlling the flow to have it go perfectly into your mouth. Like, it's a trip.
He's a wizard.
You're a wizard.
Are there any gambling tables going on over here?
There
Anywhere
is
in the bar?
one like tweaky looking goblin, and he has like a really shitty set of like sticks and rocks, and he's like kind of seedy, and he has like a black cap on, and it's a fedora tilted down, makes his nose look even more like pointed. It's this little green guy, and he goes, "Hey man, you wanna play?"
Dice or nothing.
All right. So here's the game, and you see he
I wave at Abar.
Abar waves hello and flicks his wrist, and a flagon appears in your hand. And he says, "That one's on me, buddy."
Just to not bother them, but
And you see, so the goblin goes,
yeah,
"Well, that was a neat trick."
green's better.
And he goes, "Anyways, back to the game." And he spreads these sticks out in front of you, and he goes, "All right, I'm going to pick all of these up, shake them in my hand, and if the stick breaks, you win, and if the stick stays intact, I lose." Roll an insight check, please.
Can I instead roll a deception check to try to talk him into playing dice?
I didn't even realize
'Cause
you
I
were
have
talking
a
about
set
the.
of dice.
Roll
Michigan
a
sign above Marcus's
persuasion
head.
check. But I do want
Also,
you to roll an
Jimbo.
insight check as well.
Yeah, Jimbo
Alright.
Lux.
So
Welcome
whatever
aboard,
order you
Messiah.
want to give him.
I'll
Always
do
good to
insight
see a new
first.
face.
Plus 2. So I rolled a 10 for insight.
Okay, insight. It is just a goblin playing some weird stick game.
Yep. So then persuasion. Can I use deception instead?
No.
Oof.
All right. Then plus 2. I rolled a nat 20.
Okay. He goes. Dice. Okay, I'm in. That sounds fun.
By the way, my set of dice is rigged
yeah.
in my favor.
So he goes. How much do we put down? 2 copper, 1 silver. What's the bet? What's the line?
You gotta have something better than that. What do you got in there?
He goes. I
You
have.
like to roll high, right?
I mean, my game is sticks and rocks, man. Like, it's not great. If the stick breaks, I don't have a game. It's and you see the stick is definitely taped in the middle. Like, it definitely like won't break because it's reinforced. So his game is rigged too, and he goes, you know what? This doesn't feel good. He rolls an insight, and he gets a natural 18. He goes, you know what? Get away from me. I don't want to play your games. Go away. Go away.
Oof, get turned down, bud.
Ow.
He goes, you saw what I tried to do to you, and I saw what you tried to do to me. It's a respect thing. Just go away. Just let's walk away.
Should I use a stealth check to try to steal the rock?
Yeah, you actually give me a sleight of hand check.
No, stop changing my checks. Not one.
Oof. Okay, yeah. He catches your hand and he goes, "That's my rock," and he like pushes you away. Then the last, as you get turned away, we turn to the door and we see, last but not least, Riley.
Finally, do I get to come the fuck?
Yeah.
Welcome
I
to
was
the
waiting,
story, bud.
man.
Yeah.
All right, so I walk in. Let me see. Where did I write this? I wrote it somewhere. Is it description? Yeah, I got it. Yeah, so I'm deep blue. I got a flow. It's not too long, just like long enough or like short enough where it would look weird with the ponytail, right? So locks are just coming out. I'm a 7'2" elf. 330 pounds, and I'm ripped, man.
Oh my
Like
God.
I got capri shorts that are like they're not sorry. I got capri pants that are like torn at the bottom, and like a cloth belt and just no shirt. Walking into
Hot.
this bar.
Good look. What do you do?
I walk over to the bar and I sit down.
Abar looks at you, and I'm assuming that Lucas, you move over towards the bar. Yeah, come join your buddies. You guys all know each other ahead of time, by the way. Like you guys, you worked
I
with the Queen.
don't know
You know,
anybody.
It's a cool.
you're a hired muscle. You've been here before, bro.
All right.
Randy,
You do.
this,
You know everybody.
this person on
You know,
my
maybe
Twitch
you've been-
likes your aquarium.
What?
This person
He's
on my Twitch
streaming
chat
on
likes your
Twitch.
aquarium.
Oh, a little tour.
Yeah, cool.
Streaming on Twitch.
I like it. Yeah. So Riley, what's your name, Riley? Your character name?
Also, welcome
Zen
aboard. Oh,
pouches.
pour some whiskey
Cool
for my
man.
fish tank.
Got it. Cool. We're gonna call you Zen.
Pour it in the tank.
That's what I'm gonna call you. So you walk in and you come join at the bar. You sit down at the bar, and Abar, Dragonborn turns to you and he says, "Oh, Zen, how you doing? What are you drinking? Good to see you in town."
Nothing. Don't give a shit.
You're on
Nothing.
business.
I'm on business.
On business, and actually, you know that the business you're here on is and Serpent, you know this as well as being kind of the Beastmaster. You all have been kind of asked by the Queen and her various associates
But I tell
to
you what,
hunt down a beast that has been lurking
I can't believe you
outside
got away with a name like that. That's some horse shit.
outside the city in the mountains. And it's a huge, this manticore winged beast, but it roosts at the top of this hill, and you guys are tasked with destroying it. And it's that's your job for the day. So Steve, it is your day off.
That's my job for the day. I didn't come here to go to work.
Yeah. Well, you got paid to come here. You're paid hired, man.
How much am I getting paid?
50 gold.
Who can I talk to about this pay rate? Cause
Queen, bro. It's the
No one.
Queen. You guys.
bring me, bitch.
Annoyance
guys-
level 100.
Yeah.
I don't know
Because
about
of
you guys. I
nobility.
think I need to keep an eye out on this fucking blue monk.
Yeah, I'm a
So-
noble. I don't wanna pay you. That comes from us.
I pay taxes, bitch.
I pay taxes. I am the 1%. No, so you guys know that's why Zen, that's why you're here today. So you guys are kind of looking for you guys are getting ready to head out. The Queen has sent various associates to like gather you all at the bar, and then you're gonna, Abar looks at you guys and he goes, "So the Queen gathered you guys together? Yeah, that's you guys are going hunting or something like that."
Fuck you,
Steve,
Abar.
you said it was your day off.
Steve.
Steve.
Oh, I'm sorry, I zoned out. I missed that.
Abar like leans over to Tiberius the Serpent and he goes, "Does he do this a lot?"
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
He likes to talk to other people he sees in his head. They're on
Gotcha.
another
Okay.
screen somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
It's
Yeah.
those voices you'll never get to talk to.
So he goes, "Yeah, you guys off to hunt something cool or something like that? I know you don't normally come down these parts, Serpent, unless you're off to do something cool."
Honestly, I'd rather not kill it. Just, who I am. But the queen's pretty strict on this one.
Yeah, she
And,
is. She's kind of. I mean, like, don't tell her I said this, but she's kind of a bitch when it comes to dealing with beasts. You know.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Well,
let's
I'll
take it
put you-
easy on that, man. That's my
I'll-
employer.
You know what? You're right. I'm sorry. I take it back. My queen. I take it back. I'm so sorry.
You know my family.
So yeah, you see one of the queen's couriers comes down, and Haynes, you guys, he comes and finds you, Zen, and he goes, Master Zen, here is a map from the queen showing the queen and her bestial associates where you can find the path to the Manticore Mantic. I wish you the best. And he turns around, takes off. And
Fuck
you guys
you,
now have.
Fuck you, Abar. I want
That
to
wasn't
scream that
Abar.
at him.
That wasn't Abar.
That wasn't Abar?
No,
No.
that was the
Did I miss
queen's-
it?
That was the courier.
That was a courier.
Okay,
God
got
the
it.
queen.
Hey.
You
I'm
monster.
sure.
Leave
So-
Abar out of this.
Yeah. So and Abar goes, "Hey man, that was kind of mean. And is that meant for me? Is it? You said it at him, but you said my name. So.
Yeah, it was meant for you, Abar.
There's some
Oh.
hostility going on here.
That's wow. Okay. I'll
Those are fighting words.
hope you guys have a good day." And he turns around and he goes, "Your drinks, as always, are on me, but that's cool. Deuces." And he leaves. And now you guys are left with map in hand. What do? It draws you a road to the outside, up to the mountain, to see, up to the nest.
Does anybody
I know
have
the way.
a higher investigation than +3?
Nope.
Higher. I'm sorry.
But I do know the mountainous area, so that
Yeah, I
should,
kind of want to take a look at the map first. I mean, I have an investigation at +3, so I could do.
Yeah. So go ahead and
Investigation check.
roll an investigation check or a nature check, whatever's higher for you.
Okay, so
Actually, everybody can do that. Investigation and nature. You guys are looking over
mine
this
are
map.
mine are both +3. So
Mine are both plus
Okay.
0.
Everybody
rolled
just
a-
roll a d20.
I rolled a
D20,
nat
okay.
10.
Nat 10. Okay.
Bye, Worm. Have fun. Be safe. Let me know if you need anything.
What's your modifier, Randy?
+3.
Plus 3, so you're 13.
I rolled a 17.
17. Cool.
I rolled a
Hang on.
14.
I think I'm
on.
plus 2 on that too, actually.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
rolled
all you guys had to do was get above a 10.
9. I had a
So,
9.
Okay. Okay.
yeah, all you guys had to do was
I
get
don't know
above 10.
shit about this.
So you guys see
I
that
did
on the
not.
map, that there's this there's a little winding pathway that goes up that winds up the side of this mountain, and then it cuts through a small cavern, and then you enter a small dugout mountaintop. So it's almost like you took the top of a mountaintop and then bored it out, and it's the nest of this manticore. And that's sort of where the map leads.
Is there anything else on the map?
No.
Not really, no.
Nothing. It's
Nothing.
just that.
The queen
Yeah,
just-
just that.
That's where you're
it's
supposed to go. Go
It's like,
there.
go here, you'll see a cave. If you hit the Windies, you've gone too far.
You do what you're
Picture
told.
like a really big map with nothing but like a little thing in the middle. There's
Yeah,
like a
that's it.
compass at
Yeah,
the
it's.
go
I mean,
here.
it's like this dude had to carry it like it was a cape. Him coming down to the courier. He almost took flight a couple of times. But yeah, so you guys head out. Set to go.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
that's-
I think
that's
I'm
the way
ready.
to go.
My bag's all
ready.
packed, guys.
I'm ready to go.
All right, cool. So you guys start making your way up this mountaintop, and you guys are climbing, and you approach.
By the way, Tim,
Yes.
before you get too far in, if there's tracks of anything in the mountains, it's my favorite terrain. So I can
there's
track anything and know
nothing.
how far they are. Other stuff.
Yeah, nothing. Nothing
But
jumps
just-
out
yeah,
to you.
Just let me know if anything comes up.
Yeah. So
What
you
is that?
guys get to the mouth of this cave entrance. And you guys are walking up this pristine, like, really piney, evergreeny forest of mountainous coniferous trees that's like cut into the side of this mountain that leads up to this, and the trees start to die and decay as you get closer to the mouth of this cave. About half a mile out, the trees start to wither, and then as you get closer, they lose all of their needles, and then you get closer and closer, and eventually, the trees are dead, and there's no trees, and it's black, just like gray, lifeless stone. Um, and you see the mouth of this cave with some overhanging stalactites in front, and some like dead body, like bones scattered about the entrance. And I would like everybody to make a perception check.
Is that so what is that? Is that a D20
Wisdom.
plus?
That's a
plus
D20 plus your wisdom modifier.
Got it.
Yeah,
Four.
mine's-
Plus
Because
That's
we're
what
in the
all- is that what all
mountains,
checks
mine is
are?
+8.
What?
Is that what all
Because
checks
we're in-
are? Sorry.
Sorry,
Yeah,
go ahead.
they're ability scores plus modifiers. That's all they are.
Okay. Wow.
D20
Yeah,
is ability.
so,
So
um,
I'm looking at the
because-
dice and adding what to it?
So you're looking at the dice and adding your wisdom modifier, and then if you're proficient in perception, which you're probably not.
I am.
Oh,
I am.
you got. I
And
forgot we got
because I'm-
rangers.
And
Yeah.
because I'm in my favorite terrain, it doubles.
Yeah.
So I have a +8
You have a +8,
to
yeah,
perception.
okay.
right now.
Goddamn.
Where does
Yeah,
it say if I'm proficient in perception?
I have,
We have like a little dot filled in.
Oh,
next to it.
gotcha. Never mind. Never
Yeah.
mind.
I have 20, not nat. Just
20
total
not nat?
20.
Okay. So 20 is good. That's perfect. We got all the information
I
that we
w-
need.
Okay.
You guys see this cave, although it's open at the top, it doesn't look like anything has like left or like came in or came out through the top. Like you would expect a manticore, the thing that you've been studying, to be able to fly. It's this thing that you're hunting, and it's a scourge, and you've been told that it's been able to fly. So you find it quite strange that there's this like pristine layer of snow and ash on top of this like ridge. And then in the front of the cave, you notice a couple of like abandoned adventurers packs attached to some skeletons, presumably some dudes who got fucked up here.
Rest in peace.
Can
Yeah.
I like jump and backflip and kick the skeletons out the mountain?
Before he does that, can I investigate
gotta
them to see
roll a
what
check.
killed them?
So I'm gonna have to. You guys need to roll opposed dexterity checks. So I want Riley and Rendy to make opposed athletics checks. So roll a d20 and then add your strength modifier.
Oh, boo!
Or well, are you guys more dexterous? We can do acrobatics. I'll say contested acrobatics or athletics, depending on what you're better at.
I mean, my dexterity is +5.
Mine is 2.
Okay, so then you guys are even. Let's just give a roll.
Rolled a 10.
Rolled an 11, bitch.
Damn.
Oh, so you go to punt these skeletons off this ridge, and this tiny little halfling. What do you do to stop this Yao Ming-esque monk leg from sweeping these skeletons off the cliff?
Okay, so I have a question. So I aforementioned that I had a little whip, but it's not in my tool, so I can't use that, can I?
You can use it. I'll let you. use
Okay.
it.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Sure,
Because I,
yeah,
I just
I'm not gonna let you use it to like attack an enemy,
Oh,
but you can
yeah,
use it for
no.
flavor stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Kind of like
exactly.
Indiana Jones whip.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I Indiana Jones his fucking ankle and just fucking whip it to the ground.
So you whip his leg to the ground, and Zen, you kind of take it because he only got you by a little bit. You're like big toe touched the skull.
Oh, and I
and,
just got kicked back.
Yeah, and you just got pulled back. So what would you guys? So now that that's happened, you guys want to continue? You guys hear like this, this kind of like growly, but like labored growl coming from the cave. Like, roll a. Can my rangers roll a nature check? And the serpent, you get advantage on it. So roll a d20 twice, and take the higher result.
All right,
Marcus.
first one
And
is
I'm gonna get behind everyone. I'm just gonna slightly move back. I just want to
rolled a
make that clear.
Okay, cool, got it.
I rolled. Hey, go ahead.
17.
I rolled a-
17 for my nature check.
I rolled a 12 and a 9, so I'm going with a 12
With the
plus
12.
plus 3 for my nature.
Okay, so what was the highest result here?
17. from
17.
Lucas.
17. Okay, so it sounds like almost kind of like woeful and sad. It's almost kind of like whimpering, but it's still like guttural and bestial, and yeah, and like everything you know about a manticore isn't making sense at this point. Because manticores can fly.
Yeah.
They're these healthy, like almost griffin-like creatures that are, they're beautiful and
Yeah.
I'm well versed in animal handling.
yeah,
I'm a
you're
plus
well
5.
versed. And
I'm +4, so I'm similar.
yeah, exactly. So you guys hear the noise. Did not kick the skeletons off the cliff. What do? You hear this like.
I still want to investigate the skeletons for like cause of death.
Cool. Can you roll me an investigation check?
I
Add
will.
your intelligence modifier.
All of us or just him?
Just
him.
Just him. Unless you guys, if you want to look too, you are also allowed to make the same check.
all right. I rolled a 10, and my investigation is +3.
Okay. They looked like they got surprised by an owl bear or something, and just taken off guard when they were resting. And like there's an open tome on the ground next to them, that's kind of like been shuffled along the ground. And as you look around the area, there's like scattered bits of like clothing and blood and stuff. And it seems like they just got mauled out of nowhere. Like it's one of those like, oh, these guys kind of died here. Whoops, that's you're in the woods. Sorry, dude.
Knock an arrow and start like stealthily walking towards. And because we're in the mountains, I can move stealthily at full speed. So
Yeah, cool.
I'm gonna start moving towards the noise.
Okay, so you guys are gonna walk into this cave, and as you walk, you
hold on.
approach.
I have dark vision. Is that anything? Is it dark in here?
No, it's open on both sides. It's a little dim, but it's like everybody can see. The only person
Okay.
who would have a problem, well, the only two people who would have a problem would probably be Serpent and Steve, but
Why?
they're okay. It's bright enough because you don't have dark vision.
Bet.
Steve's
Oh,
not.
dark
Steve's
vision.
not good at nighttime.
Do I have dark vision?
As a dragonborn, you should have dark vision.
I have dark vision.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I do.
I do not.
Oh, yeah, I do have. It says I have proficiency and perception skill. What does that mean?
You have you add your proficiency bonus to perception.
Okay.
It's not. It doesn't matter at this point. Dark vision does. It's.
Yeah.
You can see normally. It's light out. It's the middle of the
I know.
day.
Yeah. Okay.
So you guys are good in that regard. But you guys see you enter and approach the noise. Start to head towards the center or the other side of this entrance. Cool. Okay.
Yes.
So
say it again.
you guys are gonna move forward through the entrance. You guys are gonna start moving into the cave.
I've
Yep.
already started creeping around towards the noise.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm down.
roll a stealth check for me.
What is that? D20?
I keep looking for a night.
Yes.
I think that's
But Steve,
just
just
me.
the guy is just rolling it.
I'm gonna have a +8 again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I'm trying to sneak
I have a
around
20,
too.
not natural.
20, not natural. Okay. Does anybody else want to sneak while we're here?
Yeah, man, I'm
Yeah.
down to sneak around.
I'm
Yeah,
a
let's do it.
natural sneaky
Okay.
boy.
I will
Okay.
sneak last.
Okay, so we're gonna resolve this in order.
Okay.
we're gonna go Zen. I'm gonna need you to make a stealth check.
All right, so that's I roll
It
a
should be on
d20,
your
right?
character sheet. Yeah. What?
And
the
then
time.
stealth, and then what it says on stealth.
Yeah.
Yes, what it says on stealth.
All right, so I rolled a 20, but not that. No, a 19.
19. Okay, cool. Rendy.
I rolled an 18, and I have a +3.
Okay. Marcus, are you sneaking last? Are you sneaking?
Yeah, I'm sneaking, but last.
Okay. Pat, are you sneaking?
Yeah, I'll sneak.
Or are you staying back a little bit?
I'll
We're all
sneak.
sneaking.
You're sneaking? Alright,
Oh
sneak
God!
on in.
Don't blow it for us.
Just let me
Yeah,
know when to
go ahead.
roll.
One person fucks this up.
Oh,
dude.
am I rolling?
Roll a stealth check. Yeah, roll a
Alright.
d20
Son
at
of
your
a
stealth.
bitch.
So I
You guys could just
rolled
stay
an
back for a
11,
minute.
and my stealth is 2.
Ooh.
No.
No.
So
they,
Tiberius.
we did it. Wow.
Tiberius, what you gonna roll? You gonna sneak in?
Don't do it.
You could just stay back.
You
for a
could just
minute.
stay back for a minute.
Yeah, I'll go stay back
to
at
you.
a good distance.
Okay, so chillin'. Probably you guys begin to approach. All right, I'm gonna narrate this. You guys begin to approach an opening, like the cave begins to that you're walking through begins to widen into a brighter space. But because the sun is out and at peak, it's like super white, right? It's like looking into a white wash. Can't see into the space. And especially because it's dark where you're standing.
But I got dark vision. Can I see, man?
No, you can.
It's light.
Can.
You need light vision.
Right. So you guys are walking up, and then and we get Guy who sneaks up and he starts to creep along the edge, and then as he begins to peer around, and Lucas, I need you to make a perception check. You see, Zen poke his head around the side of Guy, and then you see like Three Stooges. You see Serpent put his head on top of his, and then what is your perception check?
24.
24. You look
need to get
up.
out of the mountains if you want me to be
You
bad.
look up and you see this hulking red manticore with these tattered black wings, and it's like this beet red with a scorpion tail, and it has this maw that is like 15 rows of teeth crammed into this jawline, and it clocks, and it's like looking around, and then Steve comes up and he steps behind you guys and he puts his hand on your lap, and it scares you just a little bit, and you're like, "Hey man, what the fuck?" And the manticore clocks you guys.
Fuck you, Steve.
And I need you to roll initiative. And what that means is you guys are going to roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier to it.
D20, add dexterity. Okay.
9.
And this is going to
No.
determine the order of combat.
Where's
God,
dexterity? Oh.
I've been rolling so well.
Okay, so total I rolled a 21.
Okay, hold on to your numbers.
Oh, wait, no. Never mind.
I rolled a 20.
Hold on to your numbers real quick. Okay. So let's go, Marcus.
Is what we roll plus dexterity, you said?
Plus dexterity.
17 total.
17. Okay. And then let's go, Serpent.
I rolled a 16 and I have a +5, so 21.
So 21. Okay. And then we got, let's go, Guy.
4 total.
Wow.
Yikes.
That's
Yo,
why.
did you roll like a fucking 0?
I rolled
Jesus.
a 2. I rolled a 2 plus 2.
Shout out to the 2 crew, baby.
I've been rolling
Zen,
well. I can't complain.
Rolled a 9.
9. That's total?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Steve.
11.
Nice. All right, and Serpent, that puts you first in the initiative order. So you're going to start combat first. Here's what you can do. this Manticore clocks you. You guys are currently along like. I'm sorry. Let me explain. Actually, the arena you guys are looking at. It's this big circular opening, with and it's like a slated out gray sky with the bright sun on top, and you have these like petrified gray stone walls of craggly rock, and you have like little piles of bodies and like these little like half dragon kobold creatures that are kind of like have their body parts strewn around, and skeletons are sort of like on the surrounding walls, and there's little pits in the middle. But it's mostly like a flat circular arena for your first fight. Um, and and it's we'll say it is 60 feet in diameter, so all the way across. And you are able to, on your turn, you have an action. You have so you can make an attack, or so yeah, you can make an attack or like cast a spell or do something to that regard. And then you can also take up to your movement in a turn. You can additionally take your movement again for an action. So you get a free 30 feet or whatever your movement is, and then you can take that again to move 60 feet, and that would be an action, and that would be your turn, and then you would end your turn. You also have a bonus action and a reaction that if you have a spell or an ability that says as a bonus action or as a reaction,
And
you
there's
would use it
tabs
there, and there's
in the
tabs and
sheet.
stuff.
Yeah, I can
have
see that.
bonus
I'm looking
action
at
and
it right
reaction.
now.
Yeah. So if you guys have any questions on your abilities, feel free to ask. But that's generally the flow of combat. So you can, and every round of combat is 6 seconds. So
Okay.
every move through the initiative, everybody goes once. That is 6 seconds of combat. So if you have a spell that lasts for a minute, that is 60 or 10 turns of spell.
Okay. So,
And I believe that's everything. So this Manticore clocks you, Serpent. What do you do?
all right. How tall are the piles of like bodies and stuff? Are any of them at least 6 feet tall?
No.
Okay. Then, how close is the closest person to me? And who are
You
they?
guys are like standing within 5 feet of each other, except for
Marcus.
Tiberius, who
Yeah.
is about 15 feet back, we'll say, from you guys.
Okay.
Standing a little bit into the cave opening a little bit. The Manticore actually has not seen Tiberius.
Okay. Then, so I have naturally stealthy, so I'm gonna hide behind Guy, and then
Okay. And then what are you gonna do?
I'm going to do a stealth attack, or let me see.
Oh, are you trying to get sneak attack? Is that what
Yeah.
you're trying to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Hang on.
Sneak
Can
attack, I
I,
believe you have to have advantage. There's special rules to sneak attack. You either have to have advantage or there's a creature within 5 feet of it.
damage with can attack with a finesse or a ranged weapon if you have advantage on the attack roll.
Yep,
You don't need
advantage.
advantage on the attack roll if the target's within 5 feet. Okay.
Yep. So you do not meet either of those requirements because none of your friends are standing next to the Manticore,
Okay.
which is in the center of this room,
Okay. How far away is the Manticore?
about 35, 40 feet from you guys.
Okay, cool.
We'll say 30
Then-
feet, so it's within everybody's movement.
All right. Then I say, fuck hiding. I am going to use my longbow. I fire off one shot with it, and then I disengage and move behind Guy and hide.
So you fire an arrow at it. I'm going to need
Yeah.
you to make an attack roll.
All right. And that's with the d20?
Yes, you're going to roll your d20 and then add your to hit, which is your dexterity, and then your proficiency bonus as well.
All right.
I'd imagine you're proficient.
So I roll what? Roll 15 plus
Okay.
my dexterity.
Yep, so that's going to hit.
Okay, cool.
So your arrow sinks into this thing, and then you're gonna roll your damage dice. So whatever your damage dice says next to your weapon, most likely it should say it
1d8.
something to hit, and then it's like 1d8 plus whatever.
Yeah, plus 3.
Yeah.
So I roll a 6 plus 3, it's a 9.
All right, you sink an arrow into this manticore, and it takes it and like rears back and snarls at you, and you see its tail shoot up and spine up in response to being hit, and then it's Tiberius's turn. Still not seen by the manticore.
By
And
the way,
I'm sorry.
I just read something that I don't get that the double thing except on wisdom and intelligence ones, so I don't get it on
Gotcha.
stealth anymore. But
That's
I'll
fine.
get it on the perception one still.
Oh well.
I just read that, so I wanted to make sure
Yeah.
I messed up.
So yeah, Tiberius, it is your turn.
I forget I have to turn this back on. They're 30 feet from it. How far am I?
You are like 55, 60 feet away.
Perfect.
Or 45, 50. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at him.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and that's a spell attack, yeah, on your end.
Yep. So you hurl a magic object, make a ranged spell. The target takes 1d. So I just roll a d20 to see if it hits, right?
Yes.
And what do I add?
Your
The
spell
hit.
casting modifier and your
Oh yeah,
proficiency.
this spell.
Spell casting modifier. Where's that?
Yeah.
I'm
So
trying to
you're a
see what it
sorcerer.
is.
It'd be your wisdom, I believe.
Wisdom. Okay. Does a 10 hit?
A 10 does not hit.
Dang.
So you see
By the way,
Tiberius launches.
If you click spells, it does have your modifier and your spell attack in that tab.
Oh, sweet. Cool. So Tiberius launches a firebolt at this thing, and it like shoots past its wing, and it cocks its head at you, and it lets out this bestial roar, and it didn't like that, and now it is its turn. And he's gonna walk up to you guys. And he's going to, or no, he's actually gonna stand right where he's at.
Oh, boss fight music.
Boss fight music.
Mine cuts in and out whether it's
Same.
loud or not. It's something.
Oh shoot, I didn't know about that. So it is going to make 3 tail spike attacks, and it's gonna rear up, and it's gonna attempt to stab the 3 of you. Or no, sorry, there's 4 of you guys stacked up in that little entryway, isn't there?
Yeah.
Ain't that a thing? Okay.
Yep, 4 out of 5, baby.
He's gonna go to hit. Actually, nope. In fact, he's going to let out this like huge bestial roar from having the firebolt thrown at him, and I'm gonna need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
What do I roll?
So you're gonna roll a d20 plus wisdom.
Your saving throws is top left of the sheet. If you're proficient.
Oh, fuck yes.
I got a
Nat 20.
Nat 20, perfect.
damn.
I got a 15.
15.
Got 15.
So
Did anybody get
Saving
below,
throws.
Yeah.
16.
Did anybody get below a 14?
no.
Yeah, I got a 4.
You got a 4.
Oh.
Oh no.
You hear this bestial roar, and your ears start to deafen, and your eyes go white, and you watch as Zen, this blue monk, falls to the ground, and you are incapacitated for 2 turns.
Zen!
So I feel like
And-
there's. I have something. It says against being charmed and magic can't put me to sleep. Is that anything there?
Incapacitated.
In my saving throws, that's what it says.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see. No, you're not like on the ground or anything. You're not at like you just can't take actions or reactions. So you can still take your movement, and stuff like that. You're not like knocked out, but like
Got it.
you're just kind of like shuddering in place because you're terrified.
Okay.
You got shell shock. You got PTSD kicking in
Yeah,
really hard.
Yeah, this dude's like you're like not cool with this situation. Like
Got
super
it.
not.
Remember why you became a monk in the first place.
Yeah, and he's actually going to and then he's going to take a. No, that's his turn. I'm sorry. It is Steve's turn now. So, Steve, you see Zen absolutely terrified by this yell. What do you do?
So what's the difference between first level and second level spells, real quick?
Second level spells are usually more powerful, and they cost a second level spell slot. You only have 2 second level spell slots versus 3 first level spell slots.
Okay,
So when you use the second level spell, you use one of your 2 spell slots.
okay, so I can only use it once.
Well, you can use the slot once, but you have 2 slots.
Okay.
Imagine like you have 2 level 2 spells that you can cast. It doesn't matter what level 2 spells they are, but you have 2 of them.
Okay. Oh, I
Cast the
see.
same spell twice. You know, it's
Okay.
of your list of 5 spells that you have. You can cast 2 at level 2 and 3 at level 1.
And what about trips?
Cantrips you can cast for like they don't cost anything.
They don't cost anything.
Yeah,
right?
they're like
Okay.
just the magic you can do just chilling.
Okay. So I after a quick choice and judgment, I decide that what's really best for our group is to understand more of why this monster is attacking us, and so I decide to detect his thoughts.
Okay, what is that? Does he have to make a roll?
I don't know. It's detect thoughts spell.
What is the? Do you have like a description?
For the duration, you can read when you cast the spell, and as your action on each turn until the spell ends, you can focus your mind on any one creature. If the creature you choose has an intelligence of 3 or lower, doesn't speak any language, it's unaffected.
Okay, it's good.
Okay. You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature. What is most done? It doesn't say anything about rolling.
Okay, so you just learn the thoughts of the creature. It wants to eat you.
It wants to eat you.
Oh,
Yeah,
so it's
that's
hungry.
The thoughts. Yeah,
Okay.
it wants to-
Okay. Does that end my
Yeah.
turn?
No, no. I'll let you have another action because that just doesn't count.
Okay. Then I myself will launch a firebolt.
It's a free action. Okay, so you're gonna launch a firebolt. All right, roll an attack spell
Roll an attack
or
spell.
spell attack.
Spell
Not
attack.
spell attack.
What
So
kind of?
D20 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Okay, so I rolled a 15. Where's my spell casting?
That's going to hit. Go ahead and roll your
Spells.
damage.
But yeah.
Roll my damage on D20.
You
D10.
have it's a D10. Yeah.
D10.
You have different spell.
Gotcha.
damages.
D10. Okay, so I rolled a 5.
5. This manticore gets whipped by some fire, and it's standing tall. It's looking good. And is that going to be your turn? Are you going to move it all away from your buddies?
I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna move away from them a little bit.
Okay. Are you going to like move towards the other side of the mouth of the like where the cave exit, like the other side of the exit, basically?
Yeah.
Like the opposite side of where you are?
Yeah.
Almost? It's like
That's what I'm gonna
15,
do.
20 feet away? Okay, cool. So after your turn, the
Oh, what up,
manticore is
Scott?
going
How's it
to
hanging? Sorry, we're a little preoccupied.
swing its
Is it
tail at you.
another attack?
Yeah, it's going to swing its tail at you. And it pings its stinger into the wall above you, like just above your head, and it's stuck there. And it like is having trouble pulling its stinger out of the wall. And then it is going to be Guy's turn.
Scott, though, good to see you, man. It's been too long. Oh, sorry, I wasn't muted.
So, how far above my head is this stinger?
It's on the other side of the cavern, but it's like a foot
Oh,
above.
the other side of the cat. I thought you said it was over by attacking us.
It's over by Steve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind on that then.
Okay.
Can I see its head, or is it still looking that way too?
It's looking at you can see its head. It's like stinger is pointed. It's trying to pull away, and it's sort of like looking. It's like facing the entrance of the cave with its stinger on the wall.
So I got my longbow. I'm gonna like run over and try and shoot it in the eye.
Okay.
So I have. Okay, I have to roll to hit. I hate myself. 10.
That misses. Yeah, you fire this arrow and it clinks off some rocks against the other side of the cavern wall. And at the end of your turn, the manticore is going to move towards the entrance and get a little. It's going to get like in between you guys, and it's actually gonna come up and stand next to Steve, but it's going to try and get its stinger out of the wall, and it fails to do so. It's stuck in there pretty good. And now it is Serpent's turn.
Okay. How far
Damn,
away?
I don't get a turn.
Not for two. How far away am I from the Manticore now?
Oh, sorry, Zen. I skipped your turn on accident. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're just incapacitated.
You can still move though.
Yeah, you can. Oh yeah, you can still move. What would you like to do?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So
where
here's
do you
the
wanna
thing.
go?
I had so in the Kai thing that I have, right? I have this thing,
Yeah.
patient defense. I couldn't have done anything there. Could I have?
Um,
I can spend one Kai point to take the dodge action as a bonus action on your turn.
on your turn.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So is there a way I can get rid of this?
No, but like imagine like it's like your arms just don't work. Like you're just kind of like limp armed. Like somebody gave you a dead arm and now your arm's just kind of hanging there.
Sure. So all I can do is move.
Yeah.
How close am
now.
I to this thing?
Pretty
It's
close.
like 15 feet away from you.
Can I dip back?
Yeah. Do you want to dip into the the open area, or you want to dip into the cavern, like the tunnel?
I want to dip into the tunnel.
Okay, so you dip into the tunnel and you're sort of back over by Tiberius.
Yeah. Hold on. How long does this thing last?
You have one more turn like this.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna stay there.
Okay, cool. So Serpent, it is now your turn. Now we're back to the top of the order.
Okay. So I have the spell Speak with Animals.
Yes.
I'd like to trigger that shit.
Okay.
And I want to talk to the Manticore and broker a deal.
Okay, what do you say to the Manticore? What do you say to the Manticore? You begin to like speak with animals and you can understand it. And it speaks in like perfect common to you. And it's like, I'm just so hungry and my stinger's stuck and I'm just pissed, man. The people don't feed me anymore. I just want to stop, man. I just really want to stop. I'm so hurt. My legs don't work and I can't fly. What kind of Manticore can't fly, man? What the hell is wrong with me? Why can't I fly? And he's just like pawing at his stinger to get it out of the wall.
Jesus.
Yeah. So talking to the Manticore, I'm like, yo, so look, we were sent here to kill you, and
He goes, why?
the queen demanded it because
The queen? Who's the queen?
there's a big world out there. It's scary. So we were sent here to kill you because you killed some adventurers, and you need
Are
to.
you talking about the little dudes out front?
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Yeah, they were
those
good.
guys- yeah, I bet
Yeah.
they probably tasted pretty good.
Yeah, real
But-
good.
To be honest, I don't really give a fuck about a lot of these people. I didn't grow up around here. Fuck
Me
these guys.
either. That's why I eat them, man. I like you.
Yeah. So
Uh,
the problem is you can't eat people, but what you can eat are some of the extra animals we have around the kingdom that I could easily get for you. So if you don't attack anybody anymore, I'll help you get your stinger out of the wall, and I can guarantee that you can get some good food.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage. So roll a
Let him roll
persuasion check.
deception.
Ooh.
Unless it's a lie, you can roll deception if you prefer. If you're not
No,
actually going to feed
no.
him, are you? Yeah.
I'm gonna feed him. I mean, so like, here's the thing: I'm the quartermaster, right? And not
Yeah.
all the animals live that
What'd you
long,
join into?
especially
A
like the war
firm game
horses
of
and shit.
D&D.
They die.
Yeah, I see them
So-
dead all the time. They die like on the warfield. I eat them.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So I can guarantee you a good supply of those.
Really?
Yeah,
Like not the rotten ones?
yeah, not
'Cause
the
I
rotten ones,
usually
the
find
fresh
them when
ones.
they're like 4 days old. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
no, no. If
fresh
you can
ones.
give me some
So-
fresh ones, that'd be sweet.
All right, so I rolled a 13, and I have a persuasion +6.
+6 to persuasion. And you rolled the die. You
Christ.
rolled the die twice.
I rolled it once.
Okay,
Roll
roll it again
again.
and see if you get something higher.
It was a 3, so no.
Okay. Oh man.
You got a
Yes, his voice is
19, so
okay.
that-
He's
I
just
know. I'm just trying to think of to what
imitating the
degree
character
this
that we're all
works.
fighting.
Make it work, Mr. Dungeon Master.
I know. Hold on. I'm thinking. How do you adjudicate?
Murder.
He goes. No. He goes. You can really get my sticker out of the wall.
Yeah, of course. We
Yeah.
got
It's like
two
I
guys.
can't get it out of the wall, and he like pulls at it. And roll. Yeah. Walk. Are you gonna like walk over to the wall and try and pull it out?
Not me personally. I don't have a high enough strength, but
Okay.
other people in the party have higher strength than I do.
I don't think
Okay.
anyone does.
Okay. So.
Does
I just
anybody
had
have
him
a
roll
+0?
an insight check, and he rolled a 2. So he's gonna go. I'm not gonna trust you when you're working with them, and they start firing at me, man. And you see, like, like the anger starts to like flush back over him, and he starts to like turn feral again, and his stinger starts to dislodge from the wall. And yeah, it's still your turn. That was your action. You can't speak with animals. Yeah, and his stinger starts to dislodge. Do you say anything while he starts to like tick over?
Yeah. So you do understand that if you don't take this deal, we'll be forced to kill you. And if we don't do it, they're going to send more people and more people until they do kill you. This is your last chance to live a peaceful life. I can even help you with your wings. I'm very versed with taking care of animals, and I can help you heal.
I mean, hold on. I have this Fury of Blows thing, right, where I can take an attack action and then spend a kind point and have 2 unarmed strikes. Can I do that against the wall to try and get his thing out?
You're incapacitated.
Damn it, bro.
Well, okay.
Fucking bitch.
Roll a raw. Here's what I'll do. Roll a luck check, Riley. Just
How do
roll
I
a
do that?
d20. Just roll a d20 and tell me what it says.
12.
12. You start to get a little bit of feeling in your arms, and you guys, you sort of like you muster that you could probably help him out in a like if your arms just worked, and right now they just don't, and so you're not gonna be able to get him stuck. And you don't know if he's gonna not sting you. He's at this point, it's kind of like up in the air. He's not gonna respond to you. He's starting to have like the anger wash over him, and he can't retort to you. But he listened to what you had to say, and he's gonna think about it. He's still stuck.
Yeah.
But now it is Tiberius's turn. So, do you relay? I'm sorry, Serpent. Do you relay what the conversation you just had?
Yeah. The whole time I'm translating it back to
Got
everyone
it.
around us.
Cool. So, it is Tiberius's turn.
Swear to Christ, if you attack this thing, I'll lose it.
I don't know if I trust it. But Yellow, I'm gonna help pull out his tail or whatever.
You're
it
gonna
is.
help pull out his tail.
Yep, I'm gonna give
alright.
it up.
Roll. No. Okay. Here's what's gonna happen. Cool. So what I'm gonna say is that you spend your turn because he goes next. So you're gonna spend your turn giving him the help action to get his stinger out, and it's gonna give him advantage on getting his stinger out.
Okay, all right.
So on his turn, he's gonna try to pull his stinger out of the wall, and he's gonna, and he sees that you're trying to help him, and he rolls a nat 20. His stinger pops out of the wall, and he goes, "Oh my god, this is so much better." That thing got stuck, man. It's like inverted, and it went in. I stung myself with that one. That one really hurt, man. You guys are good. Are they actually gonna kill me? Were you actually here to kill me? You see, he drops the speak with animal spell. You guys are out of initiative order at this point. Your persuasion check worked, and he's not going to kill you guys.
Nice.
And you see that he looks at he pulls the stinger out of the wall, and the guy's drops, and you notice that the speak with animals spell drops, as well. And in Draconic, you hear this Manticore speak to you, and he goes, he is speaking Draconic. It's not the spell anymore. I want to make that.
Yeah.
And he's like, good. This was a test. And Queen Justinia morphs out of the
Manticore.
Yeah, she's standing here, and you have this brilliant like teal blue with like light yellow and these like blood orange red draped wings. And she wears this, like, her skin is almost like this long gown. She like her natural being is very elegant. And she has this long pointed snout, and she goes, "I knew I could trust you. Even you, Zen. I was worried a little bit. I'm not going to lie. When I had to hit you, it was for my protection. I'll be honest. It was for me. So how was everyone?
Oh, fuck you. I'm
Come
over
on,
here.
that was fun. That was a good test.
No, not you. I'm saying fuck you to the queen. I'm getting.
No,
I'm
I'm with Zen on
I am
that.
the queen, bro. That was the queen saying it. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I'm over here shell shocked. Man, what was that about? This was a
Well,
test. I didn't do shit. I just tried to look around.
You guys tried to sneak up on a demon creature. What am I
just tried
I
to
read
look
your
around.
mind.
Ain't nobody
You wanted
was
to eat
sneaking.
me.
Yeah. What else is a demon creature gonna think?
Ain't nobody attacked you.
I
I didn't
did
attack
think
you.
Into my lair.
I did, but I missed.
I didn't attack anybody. Why am I
I
shell
missed on
Stupid
purpose.
ass queen.
I did shoot your ass. I'm not gonna lie, but I did go through a great deal.
You see, she has like a gigantic arrow sticking out of her. Like she goes, right, this thing, and she pulls it out.
I want to
puts it
let
on
the queen
ground.
know that my loyalty to her is faltering.
She goes, hey, let's not be rash here. I'll pay you extra for that one. Can we call it good?
You better
Zen?
pay me extra because let's talk about this. Those 50 gold that you were offering me, not worth this stupid time. I still can't see straight, and my arms are fucking tingling. And you're over here trying to give me $50?
Oh my god.
Is
Hustling the
so
queen.
taken aback. She can't believe that you're talking to the queen like this. She goes,
People get
Zen?
executed for this.
you know, you see her, she like begins to morph into an ancient dragon, and she goes, this is not a fight you're going to win.
And I
You better
step up.
take my 50 gold and shut the fuck up.
I step up and tell this bitch I ain't scared of her. I ain't scared of nobody.
She
I've been around
transforms
the
into
block.
a dragon, she picks you up and hoists you into the sky.
I'm
Yeah.
walking away for
I'm
a
in-
second.
Listen, no, I'm
Some
in the
horses
sky.
I gotta go
I'm
kill.
still talking shit.
Nope.
I'm not backing down, queen. Okay.
This
You can try and
motherfucker's gonna
intimidate
spoil
me
it for the rest
all
of
you
us.
want. Listen, don't even think
Now he's
about
just
these
gonna
other
get
guys.
himself
They
killed.
have nothing.
Roll
in
a survival, goddammit. See how you
This-
do.
This is my
Yeah,
fight.
dude, no, Riley, I'm gonna need you to roll a Constitution check with disadvantage, because it's really fucking cold.
Is that
She's
a 20?
taking you really high up in the air, man.
Is that
You're
20?
losing oxygen. Yeah,
20?
roll a. You said 20?
Is that what you said? Roll a 20.
Yeah, roll a d20 with disadvantage and take the lower. So roll it twice, take the lower result.
All right, 15 plus what?
No, roll the
Yeah,
d20.
I got it. But what am I adding to it?
You are making a just Constitution.
Damn, 16.
Okay, you don't turn purple. But you are
Yes.
starting to get very, very, very cold. And she goes, "You better apologize, or else I'm gonna keep you up here until you turn black. There's just gonna be no oxygen left in you. I'm a dragon. I can survive this."
I am not backing down. I know she won't kill me. We
Oh
got a
my
good enough
God.
relationship. She won't kill me. She won't kill me. I know you won't, Queen.
Roll an insight check. Roll a d20 plus wisdom.
17.
Oh my god, you're right. She won't kill you.
Oh, God damn it.
You're right. You're right. You see,
She's
she
not gonna
flies
kill
you
you.
around. What do? Like you know she's not gonna kill you, but she's faking. She's hard
She's
selling that
committed.
she's going to. She's committing to the bit. She's not backing down.
I calmed down my voice a little bit and I said, "Listen, Queen, we've had our differences throughout the years, but we always somehow make it come back together and work, okay?" So,
You
so
see, she
listen-
like flies up and she floats and she puts you in her tail and like picks you up and like you guys look at each other maw to maw and she
Yeah.
goes and she like chuckles. She goes, "Yeah, I know."
we're hanging out. Listen,
Yeah.
you are my bounty to let's say 100 gold. Let's double it. We'll call it even, and I'll buy you a drink tonight. How does that sound?
Tell you what. For you, my friend, 101. And she sticks out like her little dragon talon for a handshake.
Nah, bro, I get a kiss.
You see, she licks
we
you
kinda
all the way up.
Demands a
We're never necessarily romantic, but you know, we've had our flings throughout the year.
She goes fine, and she licks you all the way up with a huge ass dragon tongue. And you guys fly back down. Are you guys still hanging in the cave? It's been like 10 minutes. Like they've been gone for a while.
I
we're
waited.
just
Tight,
hanging
bro.
out, man.
No, dude, I'm out
We're waiting for
foraging.
the queen. We're not leaving.
So
Wait, let me forage. I find double the amount of stuff. 'Cause we're in
roll
the
a-
mountains.
roll a nature check with you get
Alright.
advantage on it, right?
Let me look at it. Hang on.
Or a survival check, whatever you're
Let
better
me just
at.
make sure. No, my proficiency bonus is doubled. I don't get advantage.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and
So
roll a
for
survival.
nature or
Nature,
Wait, isn't
survival,
it double?
whatever's higher.
Isn't it double
survival's
for
higher.
int?
It's
double
not
for
even
wisdom.
doubled. It's not doubled because I'm not proficient in it though.
Oh, okay.
Plus 2. So I rolled a nat 20 plus 2.
Oh yeah, whatever you want, man. Whatever you want, you get 2 of. When you
What do I
come
find?
to foraging. Let's see. You're in that.
Weed.
You
foraging.
find a
Yeah.
single weed plant in all of this like dead,
Yes.
disgusting soil.
Can it
My
be-
time
can
to
it-
shine.
Can it be magical and always
Oh, dude, it
Oh,
is.
It's a constant cherry.
always flowering?
Yeah, it's just like it's called the bud of never ending herb, and it's
I'm
just
taking
this,
that with me.
you see, guy has this like little like pot plant. He just like picks it up, roots and all. Look what I found. So Queen Justinia lands, and you guys are out, doing whatever.
Wait, can I still roll? I'm foraging too.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
All right. I rolled
What
10.
did you call it, Tim?
Survival. Wait,
Um,
the bud of
Infinite herb.
an herb or something like that.
Unfortunately, men, I
Just
do
added
have
it
to
to my
leave
notes.
pretty quickly.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
I
I'm trying
rolled.
to wrap it up.
I got a 13.
Okay, cool. You find some flowers, but they're significantly less cool. You do find like some sweet like arrowhead rocks that you could probably forge into some like custom artisanal arrowheads though.
I'll take
Um,
that shit
yeah.
all day.
Yeah. So like it's totally, or like you find like a couple of things you could add to like your tattoo poke set if you got one of those.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Riley, you said you sounded like you had something you wanted to do.
Yeah, bro. I was trying to take the queen out for a drink.
Oh, okay. So you guys are so the queen licks you, and you guys are still floating around.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't been here for a while. So do you know any good spots? It's been a minute.
Yeah, she goes, well, the dragon flagon,
The
It's
dragon
pretty good.
flagon.
Dragon flagon. What do they got
and,
on tap?
mostly flagons and dragons. Yeah, and she goes, well, there's also
My bedroom.
yeah, I was gonna say the bar in my private quarters if you want to and you see roll insight check. Roll wisdom.
Ugh, 3.
Dude, she's crushing hard on you, man. She is. Your plays are hook, line, and
They're
sinker.
working with a
Yeah.
3 with a
With
I
the
can't
3
believe
three
you're
check. Damn.
seducing the fucking
you
dragon
think
queen.
your plays
damn
are
it.
hook, line, and sinker working, man. You see, like you think she's giving you the eyes, like this is like your war stories with your buddies. You're like, yeah, I'm totally banging this dragon. I'm totally fucking this dragon queen.
Dude, so I accept the invitation back to her private quarters.
You see, she looks at you and she goes, "You didn't think I was serious, did you?
Damn it.
I'm not that easy." And she winks at you, and you guys start to fly back. And she goes, "You know, the dragon and flagon is pretty nice, though. We could go check it out. I'll show you around." And you
I
guys
laugh a little bit
land.
and take the invitation.
Perfect.
I laugh it
Can
off
I
like a
get a
joke. Like I
room?
knew what was happening the whole time. I was kidding too.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah.
Whatever you said.
Can I get a room at the Royal Manor for old time's sake?
Wait, can I try and get her to get
My
my
own
buddy
room,
Guy a
not-
room there?
Not with. I don't need your help. I grew up with our kids.
Oh, you got it.
They're
just
little
can't.
worms, dude. They just got born.
I mean, they're like little. They're wormlings. They're like little
100
baby
years
dragons.
old.
They're like dragon
How old are they?
pups.
They're
They're
like
like
100 years old.
Yeah, they're like 100 years old. They're like little dragon pups.
Yeah, I'm 30, so it's,
Yeah. You see the
Consensual.
Yeah, the queen lands with
it's
Zen in
not.
tow.
Whoa.
And you are more than welcome. She lands, and you ask her this, and she goes, "Of course, you know you're always welcome, Guy. You're always welcome." And I guess if you guys would like a place to stay, I know Steve. I don't know what you have going on,
What it
but
sounds
you're
like.
always welcome in the castle. And Tiberius and Serpent, you live there, so I'll see you. I'll see you at home.
Yeah.
Tiberius, I'll come get my juice in the morning, but if you want to come hang out, sounds like we're gonna go drink a little bit.
Yeah, I do.
She goes, "All right, cool. First round on me." And you guys start to make your way back to the bar, and she starts regaling you in all of her war stories that she brings up every couple hundred years because she just gets bored.
I'm sitting in the back snickering because I said I'd pay for the drinks. And I just got out of it.
And so you guys make it back to the tavern, and Abar sees you and the queen walk in, and she goes, "Ah, gentlemen, and the queen." And you see he takes a knee, and he goes, come, and he kicks the stool down for Serpent again, so he can get up on your fancy seat. You see the queen has like a throne of a bar stool. Like, it's just this like wondrous gold, like plated, like sits on a pile of money, like very dragon, flashy, shiny kind of bar stool.
I'm walking up to the bar stool, sitting down next to the queen. Sit down. Fuck you, Abar.
He goes, "Fuck you, Zen." And that's where we're gonna stop for today, because I know Pat has to leave.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
I gotta leave soon.
So, yeah,
so
that was
get off.
that was session, I guess, like 0.5.
I like
Fun.
it.
Yeah.
Week 1 officially next.
Yeah.
All
Yeah, it was
right.
a good time.
Yes.
That was fun.
Perfect. All right, boys. Take care.
Peace.
Peace out, brother.
See you later.
All right. Fun as always. Good talking to y'all. Good seeing ya. I'll be on soon enough.